Well, hello Year 12, here we are again, another week, another deadline, eh? We're on to M1 now, and this is the last one for assignment 1. Woohoo! You've done really well. I've just finished homeschooling with my kids, and you lot are a dream compared to them. They are out of control. I blame the parents. So, moving on then to M1. P3, we've gone through the impact, we've looked at how they would measure the impact of a marketing campaign. Now we're going on to a different command word, key thing, alright? We're analysing. So that means we need a lot more depth, and I'll go through that a little bit later on. Oh, and I hope you're well. Hope you're keeping on top of things. Hope you're in good spirits. Won't be long now. So outcomes then, here we go, it's M1. Analyze, as I said earlier on, that is a key thing here. We are looking to analyze. The previous one was explain. Alright, this is a different one. And it goes on to say to analyze the impact of a particular marketing campaign run by a specific business. Right. So you've got choices here. You can choose your large business that you did in P3. It's probably easier. I'd stay away from the small one because you won't have a lot of detail in there. So I wouldn't choose the small one. You could just throw the baby out with the bathwater. And what you could do is just go for a totally new business because you can't find any data on the businesses that you chose. That is fine, okay? So either go with the large business from P3 or go with a totally new one. I think back when we did P3, I said choose a business where you know you could get some data from them. So if you've done that, this should, or M1 should flow easily, or easier rather. So, marketing campaigns, we've talked about those. They are a combination of adverts and social media and slogans and celebrity endorsements to raise awareness or to promote a project or product or service. So that's the marketing campaign. Let's just keep that at the heart of things. And what we're going to do is analyse whether one has been successful. We looked at large and small. We looked at the certain factors, the measurements that they would use. There's some examples there as a quick reminder just to get our mind engaged. And then we come to this bit here. So this is the nuts and bolts of it, right? In order to make that judgment, we're going to use our three friends again, which are sales income, profit, and brand and reputation. So they were the three categories, headings that we used in order to measure. We're going to keep the same three headings at the heart of our analysis. So we're trying to find some data to see whether the marketing campaign for Asterix, I think Thomas has done Asterix, some people have done BT, some people did Alton Towers, whatever you choose, okay? Right, now in order to make that judgment, what I suggest is that you, what am I doing? What I suggest is that you look at these things here, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. And these are the things that I would search on the internet to find out whether a marketing campaign has been successful. So from the start I've been doing Thought Park. So what I would then do is I would go online and I'd try to find some information as to whether it's been successful in that year that they've run the campaign. So I'd go UK top theme parks, because I was looking at 2018 or 2017, I'd put that in. It doesn't matter if it's 2019, 2020. I'm not going to be fussy on that. As long as you can find data after the marketing campaign, we'll go with that. Okay, so when I search that, let's see what we find. Oh, there we go. UK's top best theme parks. And you can see that we've got Thorpe Park at the top, and that's on the Independent newspaper. So I'd take a little screenshot of that, or maybe I'd open the link actually, and then take a screenshot of that. I could put that in my coursework, and I can see that it's been voted the top theme park. So that would suggest that the marketing campaign was a success. And I would maybe talk about that in terms of, well, they're going to get more sales, more visitors, and then they're going to get more profit. And by getting this good review, then their brand and reputation is going to increase. And that would be a positive. So I'm analysing, I'm using the data, and I'm making judgments, and I'm backing it up in terms of positives and negatives. Okay, let's just move on from that then. How else can I find out then if, does that allow me to do that? Oh, let's close that down first of all. I'll shut that down and then we'll open up another browser. So what I could also do, if I look at my list below, so I've looked at reviews, I could look at awards. So if you've done BT, you could look at Best Broadband Provider 2018. That would also say whether the campaign has been a success because it's won awards. So if I open up my browser and have a look for awards, I could go for top UK tourist attractions, because that is, well, let's put awards actually, award-winning theme parks, UK theme parks. Let's go 2018. I might not get anything for that, but who knows, I might get something. And you're probably going to spend a little bit of time searching, and that'll probably take up a lot of your time. So we've got the award-winning UK theme parks. We could get reviews off TripAdvisor. What we could also look at, if we're looking at profit and sales, is I could go on and I could write in, I know Thorpe Park is linked to Merlin Entertainment, and if you write down annual report, excuse the spelling, I'll go 2018 again. It's not Dan Stowe on that one, or Merlin Entertainments. That'll do me. There's quite a bit there. So if I click there, I'm looking to get some figures and some information. Alright, I'll just scroll down. I'll go to 2018. Interim results. Oh, it's all a bit wordy and business-like. I'll just take... I'll just have a look at the trading update. I'll download that and see what figures I can find. Oh, we've got 2.6% growth. There we go. So you don't have to look too far. As long as you can find something that's a positive, then that growth suggests that the marketing campaign did work if they grew. However, you could look at maybe some of the competition, like Legoland. They grew by 6.4, so that could go down as a negative. If we just carry on scrolling down, oh, no, it's not allowing me for some reason. Oh. But if you then went through that report, you could then find profit figures and sale figures and so on. What you could also look at, if we just look at my list, is you could look at the number of likes, number of tweets. Have they increased? Are they more popular? The subscribers on YouTube. The amount of social media traffic may have increased. You might be struggling to find negatives because all businesses like to write positives about their business. So I know that Chessington World of Adventure is the competition. So if I can find something positive on Chessington World of Adventure, maybe go for attendance figures. Sorry about my spelling, I'm rushing a bit. Then, oh, there we go. So we've got that figure there, 1.67 million. If I just click on that link there, see where it takes me. Oh, look, I've got a graph coming up which would be useful. We can see that the figures for Chessington for 2018 have risen by, what is that? That's 0.15, yeah, of a million. So that's increased. So that is a vast increment for Chessington. That would be a negative, because the customers that could have gone to Thorpe Park are going to Chessington, and maybe their marketing campaign was more successful, and maybe Fright Night was a little bit too gruesome, and Chessington, which is a little bit softer around the edges, was better. Sorry about the quality of the slide here. It's just when I transferred it and there was an issue. In preparation for this then, this is my Thorpe Park analysis. I've got my factors down here. These are my 3, and that's what I'm going to base my analysis on. My research I could put in here. This table, might I add, I should have introduced this table better. This could just be a way to plan out your assignment. There's a planning table. It doesn't go in your assignment. But this is just a way in which you could think about it. So get your facts and figures. Maybe explain why they're a positive or why they're a negative. Same for income, positives, negatives, awareness, positives and negatives. So you could plan it out and get your writing frame here. This is a sort of writing frame for the writer. Get your data, screenshot, is it positive, is it negative, get organised before you start. It's an analyse and it's an M1. So we want to get up to a distinction, so we've got to nail this. And don't forget, we're looking for a page and a half. So there's quite a lot to go in there. But let's get to the writing frame. Okay, so 3 sections. 3 sections. Section number 1 here, and we just put that in black, that's number 1, is your positives. So I'd have a nice big section on positives, and I'd have 3 subsections in there. I'd write about how sales and trends have improved because of this marketing campaign, profit, the cost of the marketing campaign, if you could find out that would be good, and how the brand and the awareness, or maybe awards or reviews or reputation or brand power, if you could find anything on that. So you're looking for maybe, I don't know, half a page on that, and then another half a page on the negatives. And remember, if you're struggling, use your opinions, but try and back it up. And then once you've done the positives and negatives, we want a nice conclusion, alright? And that conclusion, if you could make that half a page, that would be great. Else, make these ones a little bit larger, okay? Maybe 3/4 of a page, and then your conclusion a little bit longer. It's up to you though, it's your writing style. But ultimately, if you give me a page and a half which covers the positives of a marketing campaign in terms of sales, income and awareness, the same for negatives, and then make a judgment, okay, a conclusion on whether you think it was a success, then I'm happy. Okay, that'll be great. And that'll... Okay, so that's it for M1. I think I may have misled you earlier on. I said M1 was the last one. Apologies, we've still got P4 to do. But that'll be no trouble for the likes of you lot. You're on form at the moment, you're superstars. Have a good week, and I'll look forward to getting in touch next week. Have a good one.